Aha! What's up? What's up? Welcome back. We have game 3, and I thought I was gonna have to change my overlay to put Twister on Wehrmacht, but I'm not gonna have to change my overlay. What? I mean, Twister had choice, right?
Yeah, he did. He did indeed, because Jesulin had like 70 VPs and Twister won with like 400, 300. A lot more.
Es gefällt mir nicht. Does not please me, Twister. He's doing this old Cepha thing. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He wants to prove something. He thinks he can win his Soviets. Gah! Okay.
He might win the Soviets. You never know.
He got close, but I don't know. I think that he should take this. He should practice winning, and one way that you win is you pick the right freaking faction. I mean, I don't like that. I don't like that he's trying to do it again in the Soviets. That he wants another go at it. It's this whole Cepha thing. Who am I to criticize the likes of Cepha, right? Cepha would pull it off, but that was Cepha. I don't know. Okay, so if you haven't all figured out what we're talking about, Twister had choice, of course. He got Jesulin down to like 90 or 70 VPs, and when Twister won, he had like 400 or something, right? So he had faction choice. So normally, you would choose the faction that you won with. So Twister would choose Wehrmacht, but he didn't. He chose Soviets, and he's got a chance to prove. He wants to make adjustments. And so here we go. Ipkai, ready?
Ready to go.
Come on in game, folks. We are paused at 5 seconds. I am following the Soviets once again. They're going to be blue on your screen. Wait, no. Am I following Twister? No, I'm following Jesulin. That's not right. Here we go. I am following Jesulin. That's right. And he is in the blue trunks in the north. Ipkai, are you ready to unpause?
Yep, ready to go.
All right, let's do it. Unpause in 5, 4, 3. Oops, wait a second. Cancel. I'm not at 5 seconds yet. All right, here we go. Ready? Unpause in. Let's get. Just kidding. Unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, fighting out of the northeast corner of Samoski, we have Jesulin once again, back to back, going Wehrmacht. He did it with lots of tigers. It took a lot of tigers to win in game 2. Is he going to change it up? Is he going to stick to what worked? We don't know. Twister, on the other hand, wants another hack at it. So fighting out of the southwest in the red trunks. This will be Twister. Let me throw on the resources. Twister's on the top. Jesulin's on the bottom. Second verse, same as the first. No, this is the third verse, same as the second. Ipkai, let me know when you notice some differences in their strategies.
Okay. Well, I think that Twister could have gone for a T-34 a lot earlier. Actually teched up for one. I think if he had did that, it would have put more pressure on Jesulin. He would have had it at least 2 or 3 minutes before the 3485s were available. That was something he could have done last game of Soviets. He could have also, instead of going guard motor, he could have gone guard rifle combined arms. Now that commander has the PPSH and it also has the ML20 howitzer. Now, the howitzer is actually a really useful tool because it does a lot of damage. It's also very effective against vehicles as well because every shot that hits a vehicle will do the full damage because it will penetrate. So that might be an adjustment that he could make in this game.
Okay.
But we'll see how it goes. So far, it looks very similar. I think Jesulin's going to go 3 Grens, 4 Grens, MG, something like that. Or 3 Grens, MG, 1 Gren, something along those lines.
I think complexity must have been here because all the buildings are back and clean, and the walls are repaired. I think complexity must have blew through town, fixed everything up for us. Thanks, complexity.
Thank you, Gene. So yeah, there's a bit of an adjustment there. Twister, first game, he sent his first conscript squad to the middle, and he's not doing that. He's going. I think he's going to go for the fuel. That's what it looks like he's going to go for now.
Hmm.
So that's the first difference I see right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesulin sending Grenadier Squad number 3 to intercept that conscript squad, and he's going to cap up the mid. Now this is dangerous because I think
how far he's pushing forward.
Twister did that last game because that actually stopped the Germans from getting the pin down. And when you get that pin on, it's really, really hard to break out.
I'm surprised that Twister changed something so early because his early game was fantastic. Right?
Yeah.
He always had a foot in the center, and that's hard to do. And, it's just funny that he sent these conscripts up there, and, now the Pioneers didn't even have to retreat. They just hung out behind a hay barrel, green cover, and waited for reinforcements to arrive. And so that was kind of failed to even move up on that position. That Molotov didn't really pay off, did it?
No, he only managed to kill one dude. Molotov's in the building.
Another Molotov. Excellent micro from Jesulin to step out.
Yeah, I think the sangria haze must be wearing off. That you were mentioning earlier. He seems to be a lot sharper now.
He's sharper now, right? That competitor. Somebody said do it for Real, and he's like a whole different player.
It would be interesting if he's actually from Barcelona.
No, I don't. I think he's from Valencia. I'm almost sure. But, all of Spain, I'm not sure. All of Spain was basically, their heart was with one team or the other, surely, It's like the Mets and the Yankees. It's like all of America. If there was a World Series between those two teams, they would pick one of them and love them to death, to the death. So. I haven't actually talked to Jesulin since Real won, but we can ask him next time. I think actually there's an interview of him coming up that we've got in the works. We wanted to talk to him and Quentin. We're going to interview some of the top 2v2 teams.
Yeah, that should be good. But yeah, just one of the squads manages to recover from the suppression, and he's going around the hedge. He's going to try and flank this MG with the combat engineer squad as well.
Where are they? They came from the south, but they don't have
came
flames.
From the south.
They're not upgrading flames, are they?
But they aren't. But basically, combat engineer squad is basically a 4-man constant squad. It does pretty decent damage, all things considered.
Okay, well, Jesulin, nice MG micro to step back towards his base where his reinforcements can come help defend the MG position as he fires on those engineers in that house. Conscripts are kind of multitasking. It looked like a push, but now it's kind of like cap territory more. He's not really committing. I mean, he knows he can't get in on this MG, so he might as well cap some territory, take what he can get.
Yeah, no, he's going back to that stalling now, so he's going to get out of this house. He's going to rotate the other conscripts into this house, I think. Or is he going to try and finish the cap?
He wants to finish capping, yeah.
Now he's going to rotate in.
It's that house is so different in TOE2 now that there's no blind spot. Like, they'd always had that very important blind spot facing one direction.
Just doesn't manage to get in that house.
Oh, got it for me first. Oh, but then he gets out to avoid the Molotov.
Yeah, and that Molotov, I think he threw it actually through the building, it looked like.
Did he think he aimed it for the door and not the house? Because that's really smart, actually. You can trick your opponent by throwing the Molotov at the door where you think they'll exit. If you know they're really good and they'll micro away, as you can expect Jesulin to do, the crafty maneuver is to throw the Molotov at the door where they come out instead of at the actual building.
I mean, that was the old Co-1 trick as well. With the rifleman, you throw your pineapple grenade, throw it at the door. So the guy goes, okay, I gotta get, oh no, and then the squad dies.
Oh, look, that one's over the house.
Yeah,
I love how you can see like the gas burst from the bottle and the blue flames spread around. The physics are just fantastic. He's doing it.
He's throwing them through the door, through the house.
How many
rather
Molotovs?
Than clicking on the house. So that's actually quite crafty. He's actually throwing them at the door.
Oh, perfect URA to get behind the MG, and the MG's gonna have to run.
So he's doing well. I mean, the intro is a bit puzzling because his first one was really good. Now he seems to have got a bit of a foothold.
Yeah, this one's equally good. He's all over the map. I mean, he's triple capped him. He's all over the right hand side. And
Twister in the meantime.
Sorry, Jesulin's having to really fight his way out. So max him again. Okay. So as far as builds go, they're sticking pretty close to game 2.
Although now what I would do as Twister is rather than get a Ziz now, I would get tier 3 up now. And just try and get the either a T70 or a T34, get some nice pressure on Jesulin.
In the last game, Twister never teched past tier 2, right? I mean, he just depended on call-ins after that.
Yeah. And there is some, you can play that way, but sometimes you can get those core medium tanks out a lot earlier than those call-ins are available.
Yeah.
And because of that, you can do a lot of, you can put a lot of pressure on them. So here come the Flamer Engineers. They're probably going to go in that house and they're going to burn some dudes, no doubt. Twister tried to go for the fuel again with the one constant squad, but that didn't pay off. Warflame's going in on these guys. Oh, nice rifle nades.
Perfect micro to avoid it. Big fight in the center. I think more German units than Soviet units, though. And that means eventually Twister's going to want to get out of this. Although his Maxim does arrive. A knight goes in that he... Wow, he got away from that one, too. He used the back door. Nice micro. And now let's see if the Zis is enough reinforcements to allow these squads to stay on the field. I don't think so. I think they're really going to have to retreat soon. Oh, the Flamers are hopping in the house again. Oh, they're so low health. Oh, he really knew that was a bad idea when he did it, and as soon as he got in, he got right back out. And so they're running home. Jesulin very nice with these Grens in the south to get sort of below the cone of fire of the Zis. It does have a very narrow cone, and so if you've got eyes on it, it's kind of easy to avoid. But Twister's got some conscripts coming up to help it push forward. He wants to garrison that church again, perhaps.
That's what he's doing. And, Jesulin's getting the 251 instead. So it's coming onto the map now. He's going to reinforce.
All right. So that's slightly different. Last time he went 221 first and then pack, and he never got a 251, right? So this is totally different.
And he's gone 2 MGs as well. So he's got 3... Is it 4 Grens? Yeah, 4 Grens, 2 MGs. Now, the house that's next to the German base, you can notice it's smoking at the moment. Mm-hmm. If another flame weapon or something hits it, a burst of flamethrower hits that building, that will set on fire and burn down. So yeah.
But now it looks like it stopped smoking. So that only lasts for a certain while.
Yeah, the buildings enter this state when you put enough fire on it, they'll start smoking. And then that means they're about to set on fire.
Right, well, Jesulin has his new gear. He's reinforced all of his Grens. He didn't have to hard retreat them, so that's nice. He's not really using the 251 with the Grens. He could get it right up in behind there, but he's kind of just keeping it in the background, letting them do the fight. The MG's ungarrisoning the house. He wants to move into a better position and open up. Oh, the Max is down to 2 guys, and he's taking MG fire from both sides. Uh-oh, Maxim, he's in trouble. Maxim's in a lot of trouble. Really nice move by Jesulin to bring this MG in from the north. And is that Maxim going to escape?
I think
Jesulin, what's he doing with the MG now, though? Good grief. Yeah, I don't know what happened with them, but they moved forward when they really didn't need to. They could have just stayed. And somehow the Maxim escapes. Ooh, nice flank. Man, Twister, like, where do the units come from? Yeah.
On the MG. Oh, man. Oh, they're burning.
Oh, they're burning hard. Oh, he's barely going to get away. Double vet on these conscripts on one flank. Fantastic stuff. More conscripts pushing. Suddenly the Grens, what are they doing? They don't know where to go. They want to go reinforce and fight. They're in green cover, but there's just conscripts on all sides. And there's a lot of guns firing. Those Mosin Nugants, man. Man, they're pouring in. Oh, the squad gets wiped. Was that friendly fire from him? What the heck was that?
I think that was a mortar.
Does Twister have a mortar?
Yeah,
Twister's
Twister
mortar.
has a mortar.
Oh my God, he wiped that retreating Gren squad. What a really lucky shot. Let's call it what it is. That was a lucky shot to remove one of those vetted up Grens. I think it was maybe a double vet, but man, what a tough break. Look at all these Grens strewn about that middle road on Samosky. Very nice push from Twister. Jesulin does manage to squeak his 251 out of there. He's going to try to get that repaired, but now Twister has got eyes on that cutoff point. I mean, he doesn't even need to cut it because this point disconnects the ammo, so he's already got nice map controls. But good on Jesulin for harassing around the northern part of the map.
Oh, nice mine on this building. That's quite a crafty spot to put this mine.
Yeah, there's always so many infantry traveling through there. But
now
doesn't Jesulin see it? Yeah, he sees it. So he knows it's there now. How he'll deal with it is another question. Wow, everybody retreated in the north? That's funny, huh? Everybody retreated up there.
I think there were two. I think, yeah, Twister just put the Molotov down and he's like, oh, not a good spot. Just time to bail. Now, I think that Twister, the fuel he's got, he could have had a T-34 out by now. And as you know, that Jesulin didn't have a Tiger out until about 20 minutes. So that would have given him 8 minutes of no vehicles on the map. Or at least forced Jesulin to get Tier 3 as well.
Yeah, it's like Twister built another MG. You know, he's reinforced the one. How it survived, I'll never know. But now he's built a second one. It's almost like it's just like a manpower dump because he wants to try to save fuel and he needs CPs. And yeah, I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe he should consider a quick Tier 3. And I mean, the pack's out though, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he has enough fuel right now and enough manpower as well. He would have had one now. You're on the map, and although the pack is there, and it would have hindered his movement, that would have been. It is such a good manpower drainer. You know, it does bleed quite a lot of manpower. So
T-34, yeah.
Yeah, I think people maybe just wait on call-ins a bit too much, and I think that sometimes if they're doing really well, they could just shove the, you know.
I agree. In the door. I would really, you know, as far as the meta game goes, I would like to see less dependence on call-ins in general across the board.
Yeah, I mean, I know people rely on it, and there's a lot of people complaining about it. But the thing is that, you know, it's just up to the players. If they want to play that way, that's fine. But there's that availability because those core units aren't too bad. You know, the P4 is a really strong unit. The T-34-76 is also a really strong unit as well. You know, it does cost tech to call them in, but you can get them in so much more earlier.
Here comes a straight big run! Everybody hops in the houses.
Good idea, because then your suppression unit. Twister's actually got Vet 1 on his mortar now, so precision strikes ahoy.
Woo!
And these Henry rounds do amazing damage to units and buildings.
More conscripts just coming out of the fog of war in the south, out of nowhere, seemingly to me. Will they be able to get a Molotov in? He's got the ammo. It's Jesulin that has no ammo, you can see down here. You just called that strafe. Ooh, double Vet conscripts trying to survive a retreat. They will sneak around the church. Jesulin pressuring with Grenz behind the power of the strafe.
Now, with how Twister's playing with his conscripts, he's getting in some very nice lines. He would have been quite, you know, quite well off getting some PPSHs as well.
That's not part of the 85 commander, right?
He's not picked one yet. He's not picked the commander yet. So,
double Vet on the mortar. He's been plugging away.
Been getting some good shots in now. Soviet mortar slightly more accurate than the German one, although fires at a slower rate.
Oh man, I can't believe that Maxim got away. That was a tight one.
Super tight. It's just like one guy pushing the trolley away.
Now they each have AT, but neither of them really have any attack vehicles, so they both have more defensive stuff than they need as they both wait for call-ins.
Yeah. Looks like that's what Twister's going to do. The thing is now, he hasn't picked the commander, so he could either go for... Yes, he's going for IS-2s.
Has he changed it?
Instead.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let's just flip over to Twister real quick to show you that he has unlocked that shock rifle frontline, right? With the KV-8 and the IS-2. And he has his incendiary artillery loaded up. We'll see when he uses that commander.
Lovely rifle nades. Lovely rifle nade on that mortar squad. That's going to have to be reinforced ASAP.
All right, what do we got coming in? A KV-8?
KV-8.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Here he comes. KV-8 coming onto the field. I'm watching these Grenz fight. I would love to see Jesulin preserve this mortar, and look, he merges into it. Very nice. Now it's a six-man double Vet mortar squad plugging away, make a good counter. But what kind of havoc will the KV-8 wreak on his enemy? I am very curious to see. Jesulin has 9 3/4 or 3/8 command points. He needs a 1.5 before unlocks Tiger. It seems like he's already saving. He's got 300 fuel in the bank. He's got about 500 manpower. Now, to go with this KV-8, knowing he's going to have to fight Tigers and perhaps multiple Tigers, do you think that Twister's going to like try to wait for IS-2, or do you think he's going to put out more AT guns? Because one AT gun's not enough.
No, the IS-2 as well doesn't do that well against Tigers either.
Here we have a nice combined timing attack. The KV-8 follows an incendiary round. The pack is backed out of its position. It's way deep now by the lake, and the KV-8 is probably going to have its way with any remaining infantry on the field. I would not want to be these grenadiers.
No, they're not in a good spot. So they're about to walk over this river now as well. There's a mine there.
Uh-oh.
So he's got to be super careful.
Might be time to just retreat, guys. Oh, there you go. That's the way. Take a right turn.
Yeah.
He's
managed
it.
it.
Okay. Jesulin's
Oh no, he's getting in the building.
trying to break out. Don't get in the building when KV-8's around. Whoa, where's the KV-8? The KV-8's kind of lost. He's like following him the long way. Oh. But now he's got to get out. Okay, and he does perfectly. And, wow, did the conscripts garrison? Okay, they're really hurt. Wow, they pick up triple vet somehow.
Shooting a couple of shots
shooting at the Grens. Oh, this house is so weak. This AT gun could take this house down. Got to be super careful. Man, these Grens, man, what a path they've had, right? In and out of buildings. They're able to clear the max, and what a fantastic trip they've had around Samoski. Now it's finally time to hard retreat.
This has been pretty crazy so far.
Twister's really collecting vet. Let's just hop over. Ooh, wow, we got to watch this KV-8 burn these retreating pioneers. Poor guys. Hate to be you guys. Let's just look at Twister's army real quick and just check out the vet. 5 conscript squads, 2 of which are triple vet. We still got this double vet mortar. We got a double vet Maxim. We got a double vet Flamer squad. They're pretty awesome. So Twister's built a very large army, but all of that could change very rapidly when that Tiger hits the field, and here it comes.
Yeah, Twister has access to the
Spit
IS-2.
it out, Ipkai.
He's got access to the IS-2. Not enough
Does he?
manpower.
He can't afford it though yet.
Can't afford it, no. But
he's got the
yeah.
fuel. He's got the fuel waiting. He just needs the manpower. What is it? 7 something?
640.
640. Okay, so he's almost there. Wow, they're gonna build some awesome armies. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it, Ipkai. Has the late game begun? The late game has begun.
But the thing is that the Tiger will beat the IS-2 in a vacuum because the IS-2 actually has less health. That's something. Oh, this KV-8's not in a good spot.
He's taking. Wow, bandit! The pack just ate him alive. And the Tiger is able to flank. We got an incendiary barrage on the bridge. He doesn't want that pack coming out any further. And who's shooting at the KV-8? Twister
is.
Oh no, oh no. He's trying to wipe out his own abandoned tank. He fails to do that. That Zisgun dies. Uh-oh, Twister. Uh-oh, Twister. He's in a bit of trouble here. Oh, this thing has no health. One shot from the Tiger's main gun, or even the pack, will crush that vehicle and destroy it. There it goes. Triple vet conscript squad's got to run, got to flee, and will Jesulin be able to reman this KV-8? That would be something, wouldn't it?
It would just turn the tables, but that's not cool for Twister. Lost the Ziz as well. Oh man.
All right, well, talk to me. What's Twister doing to scramble?
Oh, sorry. So Twister's got the IS-2.
Okay, IS-2's coming in.
Oh
no, mortar! Don't kill the mortar! Retreat, mortar! I like this mortar. He's still firing rounds. Oh no, he's done for! Oh, Twister, man, he's losing the plot. And there we go, Jesulin trying to take the steal, and these pioneers are going to try to bring that KV-8 back up to health. But what will the IS-2 have to say about it as he slowly lumbers onto the field?
This is not a good matchup for the IS-2.
Okay, we're going full screen again as these two behemoths engage.
So the IS-2 a bit cheaper now. The main gun does less damage than it did. Has a little bit more armor, but it's not in a good spot. It's got a pack and a Tiger to deal with, and you just got to back off. That KV-8 will soon be repaired as well.
Well, soon. It's a relative term. He's got a lot of repairing to do. Where are the other pioneers? Here's one squad, but where are the other ones?
Oh, the other
What
ones
they
are back
doing?
at
They're coming
base.
out of the base. Okay. Just got to get them up to the front line. There's plenty of repairing to be done. Uh-oh.
Oh, nice
Double that
rifle lead.
Maxim, also in danger, low health. Tries to reman the mortar. That didn't pay off. Not a good idea. As it gets instantly wiped by a grenadier nade. Pack is trying a bit haplessly to play rounds into the church. MG trying to keep these Grens from capping the center VP.
Maxim does quite well, but he's going to have to go. He's not got much health left. The Maxim itself. Just one more hit from something explosive will probably kill it.
He's hanging out. He's like in the back of the church. Oh, there he gets out finally. And I don't know if he's going to hard retreat, soft retreat. He's setting up again. Twister once again has gotten Jesulin down to around 100 VPs, but it's about this time that things start to change as the Tigers roll out. We still have triple vet conscripts, although they're down to 3 men. You know, with no tier 3, there's no half track either, and I think that Soviet could really help with some reinforcement on the field and some quad. You know, he could counter the strafe that way. He could reinforce these conscripts and these support weapons that keep getting whittled down. Yeah, I would love to see tier 3 from Twister.
Yeah, I think that's what he could have done. I mean, the Tiger came out at, the 20-minute mark, something like that, and he would have had plenty of time for his tier 3 to actually cause enough manpower damage, to set him back quite a fair bit. Twister's trying to cap the, So there was Germans capping that point. And here's a stolen KV-8. And a strafing run as well. Oh man, this is not good.
Oh boy, oh boy. We're going full screen. Here we go. Here comes KV-8 just dashing down that road. IS-2's trying to reposition to get over there and deal with him. The strafing run wipes out one of those Maxim guns. Pack going in, rear armor. Tiger sees an opportunity to move forward. Oh man, how fun must it be to be a Wehrmacht player microing a KV-8 around the buildings in Samoski and torching Soviet units with it. Jesulin's having a grand old time. It does get an 18 aid, which damages the engine. The IS-2 can't figure out where he should go. He's not really part of the fight, but the strafe's doing just tons and tons of damage. Now the IS-2's showing his face, but the Pack and the Tiger are still there, and he really can't come around that corner of the church, or he takes Pack fire. The Tiger wants to end it, man. Tiger's going in. KV-8's on a bit of a suicide run, but what is going to actually kill the KV-8? I mean, it might just wipe out everything around it. The Tiger's chasing the IS-2, smells blood, pushing forward. Can he get this big tank down? Let's see if he can finish him off. Here he comes. Can he get the kill shot? Some conscripts are trying to rush out. He does get the kill shot, but 4 conscripts are able to throw in their 18 aid. They might be able to slow the retreat of this Tiger, but Twister, once again, just has nothing left. His army's just been decimated, and the KV-8 still stands.
Yeah, and in the meantime as well, Jesulin was able to go to Twister's adjacent fuel point and capture it as well, while all that was going on. So yeah, Twister's lost a lot of map control.
Great stuff. Great stuff. And these poor conscripts, they have to realize that KV-8 is still there with 20 kills. 20 Soviets killed by KV-8. Oh, Ipka, that's rough. It'd be fun to interview these guys after this game and see what they thought of all this. I mean, it's so rare that you see a KV-8 captured and then have such a massive influence in the big attack. Would Twister be cursing the RNG gods for the take being abandoned? But I mean, does he have anybody to blame but himself? I mean, the KV-8 was just in a bad position, and it took tons and tons of pack fire, and he just sort of lost it carelessly. So I don't think he's really got anything to complain about.
And he's lost another squad down the south, the Maxim squad down there. Sorry, MG42 squad. So very unfortunate. Down south. So he's short on squads now.
Yeah, I think this is. I think the refrigerator door is closed and the butter's getting cold.
And he calls in another IS-2, but it's not going to do that well against this Tiger. For some reason, the Tiger just outguns the IS-2. a fair bit. But it's mostly because the Tiger has more hit points. It can take another 3 shots, I think, compared to the IS-2. So that's how it wins these fights, like just head-to-head fights. But you also got the pack support as well and infantry support, so it's not great.
That shot didn't even seem to penetrate.
Usually what happens is if it doesn't penetrate with the IS-2, you just see like a puff of smoke, white smoke, if it doesn't penetrate.
Now the pack is in position. He's ready. He's ready to take on the IS-2. Poor Twister being forced to cap with a lonely mortar squad in the south. And he now, once again, is suffering the pin. And, he chose Soviets. He got what he asked for, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm really. Maybe he didn't realize he had a choice, perhaps. Or
of course he did. He had something to prove. He wanted to work on his game. He saw this as an opportunity to practice Soviets against one of the best German players on the planet, and he took it. I understand it completely. These guys are gearing up for this Alienware Cup.
Yeah, that's probably it, really. I mean, I was just told as well via Steve, someone told me that 7th of June is actually the start of the cup. So, yeah. Although I'll have a 1v1 then, that's not going to be much help.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, my initial calendar planning was so.
Ipka, you might want to consider doing midweek or something. I think the Alienware Cups are always on Saturdays and Sundays. Because top players are going to be so desperate to practice for that big money cup. Maybe try a Tuesday, Wednesday thing or something, It might work out.
No, I could do that. A small 8-man or a 16-man in the evenings, something like that.
Yeah.
People would probably like that as well. So I can do that. Good idea.
We're flexible.
We're flexible.
Give the players opportunity to practice. I think the ladder's going to be hot and heavy this next week. It's going to be good fun, man. I wonder, when a big tournament like this gets announced, who knows who may come out of the woodwork to go after it, right?
Yeah, the ladder, people try and get some practice in, but I think they will need to have some tournament practice as well because the format is a bit different. And
Ipka, I was going to ask you before, is there more that we can do to influence the map list for Alienware? I mean, I'm really concerned about it. I would hate to see such a wonderful opportunity,
do not know
be just spoiled on bad map choices. Community, I'm calling out to you now. There are 430 of you listening to me right now. Back me up, man. When I make posts saying, Minsk Pocket and Langrskaya Winter is not the best map choice for the finals, back me up. Bump it, +1 it, say you agree. Maybe talk to Jeff, talk to Noun, talk to Alienware. If you guys have a feeling about this, let's get in front of this, right? I don't want to hear I don't want to hear you guys crying when it comes, June 21st, the finals, and they're fighting it out on Minsk, or you can't see diddly squat on your stream because there's a blizzard, and there's some kind of pin happening on Langrskaya, which is one of the least balanced of the 1v1 maps. Winter makes it doubly horrible. So come on, get behind me, folks. Make some noise. Find out who the admins are at Alienware. Get in touch with them and suggest to them to reconsider the map choice. Please, let's get on this.
Yeah, that's something they need to talk to. I'm not sure who to talk to. I don't know anybody from SIVO, but yeah, that's one thing. Oh man, this IS-2 not a good spot. Tiger's vet 2. There's a pack as well. Pack could get a stun shot in here. No, he doesn't. He opts not to go for a stun shot.
I would love to see some little animation when the pack does a stun shot. He did actually pull the trigger on it. I don't know if it succeeded or what, but it would be cool if there was an animation other than, the actual ability timer. Is there one and I'm just not seeing it, or?
No, I don't think there's one. Usually you just see that stun symbol come above the tank when it gets it. And Twister calls the PG.
Yeah.
So
Good game. That was an exciting one too. Man, KV8, Larceny. Jesulin probably enjoyed that. Look at that thing, 28 kills. Chilling. He's got the Balkenkreuz painted on the side. Yeah, he's loving that. That was good fun. And, Twister, he wanted to practice his Soviets against the best, and he got to. And the result was what we might have guessed it would be. We have a Wehrmacht victory, and we have Jesulin going into the finals. Where's my webcam? There it is. What's up? There we go. Okay, hello, everybody. That was good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're just warming up. We have another semifinal to do. We have a bottom half of the bracket. I can show you right here what's coming next. Check it out. That was Jesulin and Twister. So Jesulin awaits the winner of what we'll show you next. Siberian versus Khan. Khan, you may remember, won the 2v2 Cup last weekend with his mate Ciez. I've seen Ciez in the chat. There he is. Ciez 23, probably pulling for his clanmate. So RTN Khan versus Siberian coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.